Okay, I heard it that time. Maybe it only leaves you logged in for so long?
Probably.
Or maybe Stream Elements was temporarily down.
Also possible.
I don't know, that was weird. Alright. Sorry guys, we were working on technical difficulties. Alright. Trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with the alerts that didn't go off the last time they should have. Alright, it's Bloodthirsty Thursday. What was that? Oh, that was that. Okay. I think I can close... Well, we'll put that on. Okay. And I'll close that now. Alright. I'll just have to remember to go back and turn that alert back off later. Or that timer. Alright, so it's Thursday. How's everybody doing? WoW is taking forever to load. Which is fascinating. There we go. Alright. Me and my gimpy arm are ready to do battle. It's getting a little better, maybe. My thumb joint area is still pretty sore. I haven't done dishes in a couple of days, so we'll see what happens when I go to do those again, but I did manage to get editing done. I worked on that off and on last night till from like 4:30 in the afternoon till like 3:30 in the morning. Off and on, mind you. I kept taking some breaks in between, but that was a lot for my hand. My hand's extra tired today. But we've got 5 live streams left to dig through to edit those down. I think I'm currently sitting at, I think I'm under 2 hours at the moment. I think like an hour and 40, hour and 45 on the speed felt right now, so that's not too terrible. So this one might be slightly shorter than the last speed felt, although now that I say that, it will probably end up being longer. The rest of the live streams I have to edit through are like 3 hours a piece, so I guess we'll see. Hey, I remember to do Battle Shout today. So, the Bloodthirsty Challenge, we are grinding our way to max level with minimal quests allowed. The rules can be found over there on the WoW Challenges website. So, kind of like Iron Man, except you can do green gear for Bloodthirsty, and instead of questing, you're mostly just killing stuff. It sounds easy. It's more of a challenge of trying to figure out what won't kill the class that you're on, and what areas you can kill in that won't give you daily quest or bonus quest credit. Some areas will tell you on the side if you're in a bonus area. Sometimes it doesn't. We've had some people on flight paths just trying to do some exploring and getting from point A to point B to go somewhere else to kill, and they've gotten dinged with 5 daily quests, and they're like, but I didn't. It's a weirdness in the WoW coding for some reason, where if you set foot in certain areas, it gives you that. So it's a challenge to figure out where you can go. Sometimes, and I have my spots that don't tag me for that, so even though they get a little boring after a while, I know they're safe, so here we are. My goal has been, for quite some time, to get one of every class to max level as a Bloodthirsty, and I have 2 classes remaining in that goal. The warrior is one of them. And the other is the shaman. Warrior is currently sitting at level 53. We are working our way to 54 as we speak here. Oh, what was that? That was a male. She's picked up a few green pieces of gear. Only one slumber powder, oddly enough, though. So, I mean, her leveling experience is about to slow down very soon. I mean, it's already felt a little bit slower. Not quite as slow as the shaman, though. Probably because I've just been able to, you know, keep on going. I can charge when I need to. And this one has execute, which also takes a little bit off the health bar in a good chunk. And I'm also a troll, so the trolls get a slight bonus. What is it? 20% XP bonus when they kill beasts. So here we are. We are killing beasts. So when the last warrior didn't make it, I was really mad. So I felt like the class was trolling me. Hence the troll your soul name. And the fact that she was a troll. I was like, how could I not make her a troll? I had to. We've managed to hold it together so far. And I must say I've been pleasantly surprised with how this one has been handling the mobs out here. I was super nervous to bring her out here because of how hard I've seen some of the mobs hit. But these guys don't do gore, and I'm gonna stay away from the gore mobs on this one because I don't want anything going south. And we've had one minor oddity on her in her journey out here, and I'm hoping that we keep it to that incident only, because that was more than enough to handle. Because this one's been hanging around in the background since Legion, off and on, getting some attention, but you know, wasn't enough time in the day to work on everybody, so somebody had to sit out of the rotation for a while, and she ended up just constantly getting shuffled to the back. I don't know if that was on purpose in my subconscious or not, it just seemed to happen that way. I think I was more focused on the ones that were closest to dinging sooner. But that little bit of bonus XP for the race, I'm hoping will help make level 56 not quite as painful to get through. Oh, where'd he go? Okay, he's playing hide and seek in the ground. I am surprised he wasn't evading. Any other time they evade when they start vanishing like that. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. We have a few more levels to go on this one. I'll tell you, it'll be a relief if we actually manage to pull this off. But at the same time, it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, now what? But if I do manage to pull this off, I'll be taking a break from live challenger play. I'll probably be non-stop doing bloodthirsty testing in beta for Dragonflight at that point. I'm not sure when beta is gonna kick in. I think technically we still might be in alpha. I think they're doing a week now of all of the zones open for everyone that is in alpha. But I'm not sure. I was half expecting there to be like a dead week and then beta to start, but I don't know. But I have a feeling it's not going to be as long of a beta as we've had in the past. Although I'm sure that's a very fluid situation and depends on what kind of feedback they get. I haven't been back in like a week or two because we're still in alpha, and I just haven't had the time between injuring my arm and doing even simple mouse movements being rather painful, or at least extremely uncomfortable, put it that way. And me trying to get some other stuff done for art stream prep and art project prep, and trying to work out a list in my head of all of the projects I want to do coming up, whether they are on or off stream, and trying to get this video edited together, because for some reason this one I'm just dragging my feet on, probably because I hate video editing with a passion. But, you know, we'll see how things go. But I should have a little bit more time freed up in 2 weeks? In a week. In a week. If all goes well. So. Ooh. That reminds me, don't forget, today's last day to submit your screenshots for the Strike a Pose Challenger Fashion Showcase. I don't believe there's any prizes being handed out this year. I think it's just submit your screenshots for just for lols. And we also are asking people to submit their fondest challenge memory from the past 7 years. And you can send that to the WoW Challenges Twitter, Facebook. You can give it to any of the mods on Discord. You can email it to the show. That does need to be in by today. Today is the last day. Please. Because it takes time to put everything into the show stuff for Lita, and she is busy, so she needs that extra day to have time to get it all put together. And there is a blog post on the website with the rules for the screenshot submission. And that 7th anniversary show is going to be this Saturday, this weekend. On the 27th. I don't know how we managed to get this to work out. It was completely by accident. So the 7th anniversary show will be on August 27th at 7 p.m. on Twitch, and the podcast episode number is 307. So I don't know how that quite managed to work out, but it did. It was rather amusing. We did not plan for that at all. That just completely happened by accident. And it would be super awesome if you guys could submit some stuff. Because when there's community participation, it helps keep us driving and pushing forward. And we might have hit our financial goal, or we're close to it, to get our materials for our needle felted gingerbread house project. I need to go to Unsplashed and see if anybody has any gingerbread house photos, so I can start working up some mock sketches and planning how big this thing's gonna be. I have some 5x5 wooden squares. I might use those as the wall size template. Because I need to figure out what size styrofoam we're going to go with. This might require a trip to Joann's or Walmart. I don't know if Walmart's going to have the styrofoam I need, though. That's the thing. That's the main thing I'm uncertain of. But I'm super excited about that. I was gonna try to go fairy lights, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find them. I'm gonna have to scour Dollar Tree. And hope they show up. I know it might be, because I probably won't have the money till either next month or October. It depends on if we actually hit the goal yet. I can't remember what day they're going off of, because Twitch only updates the earnings like on the 12th, so I don't know if I have to lead off from the 12th or if I'm leading off from the 1st. I thought it was the 1st and they just updated on the 12th, but I'm so confused. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. But super excited, trying to brainstorm that all out and try to figure out a rough estimate price-wise. So I might need to pick up 2 shades of yarn that I don't have for this, because I feel like the one brown's a little too dark and the other brown's a little too light, and those are the only 2 browns I have. So I might try to get a slightly lighter dark brown, if that makes sense. And I saw like an icy blue snow color that I could intermingle with white, and I was like, oh, that might be fun. So I am definitely plotting. But this might require me mutilating a wood square or taking one with me that I've already painted on, so that like Joann's isn't like, you stole that, and be like, no, you don't even sell this. So I got this from another seller. I ordered this one. I might take one that's painted, so that I can use for a size reference. I'm gonna need to pick up a few more sheets of felt. So that I can figure out our sizing for how much I can get on a sheet. It's either that or I might need to see if they sell felt by the yard. I don't know if they do. I'll have to look on their website. I'm not a big Joann's fan, but my options are very limited where we're at. We have, in the immediate area, it's Walmart with their limited selection. It's gotten a little better, but it's still very limited by comparison. Joann's or Hobby Lobby, and I'm like, I don't want to go to Hobby Lobby. I'm trying to avoid going there like the plague. The closest Michael's we have is like an hour and a half away. So that's kind of out of the question. Because there's a lot of traffic to deal with just to go there. And it's not just that it's a lot of traffic, it's a lot of hilly traffic. Because we have to cut through part of the mountain range down here. And the mountain elevation changes really fuck with the husband. And he really doesn't want to drive an hour and a half to go to a craft store. If we had some other reason to be down there, we could probably tack on the craft store visit, but we don't have any other reason to be down there, so. And I've not ordered from Michael's online, so I don't know how that's gonna go. I was kind of poking around on a couple of websites last night, but nobody had their specific Christmas stuff yet, which I was kind of surprised about. AC Moore, man, we had that shit out the second back to school was happening. And we would have blown through a third of our Halloween merch already. And because that was all seasonal stuff, we never knew if we were getting any more or not. Or what it was going to be. So people are like, oh, you're getting any more of this? Don't know. Maybe. I can't tell you. They just send it to us. like the little tiny, we called them picks. They would be like these little things with a couple sprigs of something. Maybe a flower or like a couple tiny little figurines on a stick or something. Those were all variety items. So we never knew what we were actually getting. We couldn't order an individual style. So if you wanted something, you needed to get in there like as soon as the Halloween merch was hitting. Like some stuff we might have been able to reorder, but it was very specific items. And they really didn't like us doing orders on the on some of the seasonal merch. Like we could do orders, bulk orders on the pine wreaths and stuff. They were okay with that. Because if they didn't get picked up, they would probably sell anyway. Because if you didn't pick them up within a certain amount of time, we were putting them on the shelf if we had a spot for them. It's like, come on. This isn't layaway. You can't... That's another thing that would piss us off. Like, some people would treat our special order system as layaway. We didn't have layaway, and we had a very limited amount of space to hold our special orders, but we just kind of did them as a courtesy. Where if you needed like 50 of this thing and there was only like 5 out, we would order the 50 for you. But you had to take them, all of them at the time they came in. Like, when we called you, you had like within a week to come and pick them up. Unless you called us back and said there was some kind of like emergency and you couldn't get there for like a week and a half. If you didn't call us back and you didn't come within a week, then your shit was going out on the shelf. If we had the room for it. Which is, you know, fair. But we had a couple of people that would try to do special orders on seasonal stuff, and this one lady for the kids craft department drove me insane, where we couldn't order, hang on, I've got something in my eye. We couldn't order specific like craft foam kits where they'd be like pre-cut shapes that the kids could just glue together with like Elmer's glue or something. It would come in like a seasonal variety, so we never knew what we were getting. It would just be random stuff. So what's wrong?
No, she's sending me a Sonic for the dinner.
In town?
Yeah.
Boil order notice? Are they really boiling their water?
I go to Farmington then.
I question the...
I don't think it would be an issue, but I'll go to Farmington.
Because, I mean, if we're under it, they're under it too. We had a water main break in town that affected, like, the majority of the town yesterday. And, they've submitted water samples to the state, but they won't have the results back within 24 hours. So, we're under a precautionary boil order notice until then. And, like, Russell doesn't want us to wash the dishes or anything until we get that back. But going down, like, 3 doors down from us to Sonic, I mean, are they really boiling their water? I doubt it. I really doubt it. And, like, you know, all of the cleaning of the equipment and everything at night, I question. Sorry, it's just... If we're not gonna wash dishes, then we shouldn't be eating from anything in town for the next couple of days.
You want some chicken nuggets or something? I think you have to go to Farmington anyhow.
Maybe a burger.
Burger?
Alright, so. Sorry, I'm still waking up. I don't know, I'm just tired. My allergies kicked back in, I'm just tired. I didn't get to bed till like 4:30 this morning. By the time I got done working on the chunk of editing I was working on, and then did all of the posts and scheduling and things that I needed to do for WoW challenges last night, and then the cats were being cats and couldn't figure out what their deal was, so... And then I had about a 2 to 3 hour nap. And then I woke up when Russell got up. And I had a hard time falling back asleep. So anyway, yeah, we had this one lady that was notorious for trying to special order this entire set. But she only wanted specific ones out of it. And we kept telling her, if you order this, you have to take what they send. Like, you can't pick what you want out of it. You have to take the whole thing. Like, if you order 12, you have to take the 12 that come in. It doesn't matter what they are. And she'd be like, yeah, that's fine. And then she'd come in when I wasn't there, and then she would get one of the teenagers to pull the order out of the back and say, oh, well, I can only take X of these today. And she would pick through and only take certain ones. And I'm like, ma'am, we've been over this. I told you had to take all of them. You're picking what ones you want. I'm not stupid. This is, no. And then I think I ended up not doing special orders on those anymore. I was like, no, we're not. We can't special order these anymore. Because then I end up with like 50 teddy bears that nobody wants. And then they end up going to clearance. And I'm like, no. What we're not doing is this. I felt worse though for one of the ladies that worked in oh god, what was her department called? I think it was floral accessories. So it would be like the glassware, like the vases and the bowls and like the stepping stone kits and the little gemmy gems and stuff that you could put in the bowls and the styrofoam and stuff. That was her department. And a couple of times, I mean, not really, I guess it was beyond people's control, but a couple of times she had done special orders for weddings for like 50 or 100 of these tiny little bowls for like wedding table settings, where, you know, where people are like, oh yeah, we're gonna make our own table flavors and save so much money, and I'm like, okay. And a couple of times she did like 50 plus item orders for people, and a couple of times I would look up at customer service and pull my head out from looking down and just look up and see like 5 shopping carts of boxes like towering in them, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And the wedding got called off, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? Challenging shout. Taunt all enemy. Oh, no. We don't need to bring more trouble to us. We can find enough trouble all on our own. Thank you. No, thank you. Oh, I need to go on another screenshot rampage through Azeroth for Alita. Okay. Alright, so we've got our slash played. Whew. Sorry, my thoughts are a little disjointed. I'm tired. I shouldn't be that tired, but I've also not been up that long, so. What time is it? 5, 4. I've been up about an hour and a half. Very tired. Okay. So, and the caffeine has not kicked in whatsoever. WoW challenges. Bloodthirsty. Troll your soul. We are a prot warrior. Dings level 54. So we're looking at a slash played of 4 days, 22 hours, 56 minutes, and 27 seconds. Our total kills thus far on this one sitting at 10,000. 786. we'll send that off to Twitterland. And let's go ahead and get our mammoth. 4 gold repair bill, not bad. Alright, let's do vendor trash first. I did not upgrade any gear this level. So, sad panda there. 309 on the vendor trash. And let's vendor that. And another 466. So what? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and change. So not terrible. Alright. Now, let's see about... Let's see about grabbing our Shaman. Shaman is currently level 58. Alright. This level's been kind of weird. Haven't really gotten much of anything. Only picked up 4 greens so far, so that's been kind of meh. We did pick up 12 slumber powders, so that's something. And we are over 200 patterned wings at the moment. And we're under 100 leafy antennas. Now, we still have two bars to go here on this level. So, you know, we'll see what happens here. I doubt we'll get a deluge. Yeah, deluge of greens here in the time that we have remaining. But, you know, you never know. But let's see what we've got here. Go ahead and put our things on from our spellbook, our weapon imbue, and our earth shield. Yeah, this one just feels slow all of the time. I mean, lava burst does help, especially when it procs like that. Extremely helpful. But yeah, we just feel slow. Maybe I don't have enough haste. I don't know. I don't know. But in the meantime, we'll just keep on going and hopefully make it through this level unscathed as best as we can. I would have loved to knock out 2 levels on this one and be hitting 60 this week, but that just wasn't going to happen. Just not possible. Not with my hand being, my hand and arm being injured. But, you know, at least I didn't have to fluff any yarn yesterday. I'm all done yarn fluffing for right now. I could use one more color fluffed, where one or two of the colored bags could use a top off, but I haven't gotten to that yet, and I'll probably hold off on that till after I look at the yarn prep video that I did. I recorded it and then didn't watch it back, so I don't really know if my hands were completely in frame or not. I haven't had time to watch it back, so it's like, oh, let me quick record this in between Russell doing things just so I had it done. Because I remembered I needed to get it done and then forgot that I'm in the middle of working on the speed felt vid, and I should really edit that first and get that sorted out there before we start adding another one on. So yeah, this level's felt a bit, I don't know, it just feels slow. It's gonna feel slow from here on out, just because I want to be done. So, it's like, are we done yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Nope, we're not there yet. I mean, it's much faster than that one level where we were killing the green mobs and only getting like 300 XP, because we're getting way more than that right now. It just feels sloggy at this point, and my brain is so mushy. I spend more time trying to find stuff to listen to or watch than anything at the moment. Like the other day, I was just, I need something. Something has got to entertain me. But like half of the YouTube videos that I land on are so short. And I'm like, why doesn't anybody do longer form content? I want to watch something. I want to settle in and watch it. Like, I want to listen to it. You know, it's like, I need full-length videos. It's gotten to the point where I've started watching, like, real crime stuff, because that is, like, 45 minutes-ish. Or started to watch, like, stuff from Court TV's YouTube channel, and I'm like, hey, cool, longer form content. Cool. We need some longer form content in our lives. Like, I need the things. I can't do art tutorials, though. I can't watch them or have them playing in the background, because then I start watching them instead of doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and suddenly the tutorial will have ended and I'll realize I haven't moved in like the past 20 minutes, and I was like, oh shit. So I'm like, well, that completely backfired. So I can't watch or listen to those while I'm doing this, because I don't get anything done. I've learned that lesson. I can sometimes have Bob Ross running in the background, but then I get super trancy and not really sleepy. I just like enter this fake sleepy trance thing, and then I'm like, oh, I want a nap now. And I'm like, no. You need to keep going. So sometimes when they do the Twitch marathon on the weekends, sometimes if I'm desperate and can't find anything else to watch, I will put that on. But most of the time I'm trying to find something. Although I will say, some of those real crime episodes, depending on what the subject is or who the person is they're talking about, some of them are so dry. I was trying to watch a documentary on the what the fuck was it called? The Enola Gay? The Enola Gray. The Enola Gay? The atomic bomb plane. The other night. Because I was like, oh, well, this is like an hour and a half. But the narrator was just so monotoned. I got about 20 minutes in and I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. Like, if you're gonna have a tough... I'm sure history buffs can sit through that, but at least have some sort of inflection in your voice with that one, because I'm just like, okay. Like, I'm not asking them to do like a song and dance, but it just not have the Bob Ross monotone for that, you know? Just talk in your normal voice. Or at least whatever you're gonna give your narrator to read, make it a little more interesting instead of quite so dry. Something. Just a suggestion. Alrighty. So we're maybe 2/3 of the way through this bar. Like, one rotation gets us maybe just a skosh over halfway at the moment. Next turn through it'll probably be halfway. So I didn't want to beef her up, or not beef her up, but I didn't want to leave her with too much XP to get through. So that's why we just went with the 2 bars on her. I felt like if we had gone 3 it would be a little much. But I do have the working man in a position where they shouldn't need too much farming or gathering to ding here today. So we'll pop a quick visit onto them here before we wrap up today. Because looking at the time, I think we'll have time to. I don't have anything too terribly pressing tonight, since I can't do dishes yet. I think they're supposed to get the water samples back tomorrow. So we'll see. So the only thing I would potentially be doing tonight would be doing leveling prep on either this one or the warrior. Probably the warrior. I think the warriors had more rest time than this one had. So I had plans to work on this one early and something happened. Was it storms or something? I don't remember. We're getting into our fall severe weather season. I mean, it's still technically summer, but we've started having some potentially severe thunderstorms. As long as we're done with that triple-digit heat, man, I'll be okay. I've actually been freezing the past couple of nights when I went to bed. It was lovely. I was actually huddled under my blanket. The one downside is that when I'm on a mission and trying to pay attention and keep moving, I'm getting back around before all of the mobs have spawned in, so I've actually had to wait on a few mobs here and there for them to come back. And that's been a little surprising, because I didn't really think I was moving that quickly. I guess it depends on how many lava burst procs we get. Because yeah, see, this guy's still not back up. Or they're just being really slow to respawn out here today. I mean, I guess that's also possible. Oh hey, we're up to 13. Nice. Anything's really possible with that. Oh, we've got Planet Zoo tomorrow, you guys. We'll be working on Base Camp Alpha Restaurant a little bit more. I need to see what kind of crates and containers we've got. I meant to do that last week and completely forgot. But that's okay. We're gonna have to really get in there and try to liven up that oh, the thing, the area where the wind turbine is. Either that or I'm gonna have to put in a solar panel there, but I actually think the solar panels are kind of ugly and the wind turbines are a lot prettier. So I'm kind of mad that the wind turbines have a negative area. Because I don't think the solar panels do. And I'm like, but these also kind of look like works of art. Why? Why would they be quite so hated here? And we've had to wait on a lot of these spawning back. Almost every single one on the back half of this loop here. Fascinating. Like, I really didn't think we were killing these all that fast. I mean, we're going through usually multiple applications of flame shock. But see, this one was up, and I had killed this one after the other one, so I don't know. Their spawn times are a little wiggy out here. Don't quite understand them. Alright. So we're about 15 minutes in and we've gotten... let's call it a bar of XP. It's a bar and a smidge, but let's just call it a bar of XP. So yeah, this one is a little bit slower, or they feel a little bit slower. But we're getting there. So how's everybody's week been so far? Hope it's been decent. I think the county fair kicks off this week here. And like the 4-H kids will show their animals and stuff. Which is, I mean, kind of interesting with all of the farms around here, and it does teach the kids about, I guess, not becoming too attached, because this is probably going to be dinner. Because they have an auction program at the end of the fair. And depending on how they placed, like, I don't know if they do it on all of the animals or only some, or if the kids can sign up to do it. I'm not quite sure how it works. But some of the livestock gets auctioned off at this auction they do at the end, and then they end up the person that wins the animal ends up taking it for the meat or something, I think. I don't know completely how it works, but and then the money that they get from that animal goes into an account for the next year's for the next animal for the next year's fair. If it wasn't so damn hot, we might have thought about going, but we don't have the money to go because they're not doing free admission with canned goods this year. They are doing, I think, $2 admission with canned goods this year. And we just don't have the cash to spare right now. Maybe next year we can go. But we'll see. I think I'd rather go to the clothesline fair. I mean, that's definitely free to walk into. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, that's... Oh. That's this weekend. I think. No. Maybe it's next weekend. When's Labor Day, you guys? I need a real calendar. I think it's next weekend. I mean, we're not going this year. This year has felt like just overwhelmingly with so many people wanting to force normal again that they've been like angrily doing things like I'm doing this, and like I've been calling it like angry revenge vacationing and doing stuff because they're pissed off that they didn't get to do the things for the last year or so, and I just feel like people are being dumb about it. And so we might just wait one more year because it'll be there next year. We don't have any money to spend on anything this year anyway, and I don't know if I want to deal with the crowds this year, and husband probably can't. So as it is, we've got to pretty up the front yard for the parade, so I need to make sure what day, if that's this weekend or next weekend, because he might have to go and cut the grass, and we might need to trim back our ornamental. We have this tree that kind of fell apart, this tree stump, on the one side of our driveway along the road, and this really tall like wheatgrass or whatever it was started growing up around it, and just kind of let it do its thing because it was hiding the ugly stump that we know is in there, but it's taller than both of us right now, so I think we need to probably trim that down a bit. Hopefully the city doesn't get mad thinking that it's weeds or something. It's like, no, that's my ornamental grass, goddammit. But I think we need to get in there with some hand clippers and clip that shit down. Not entirely, but it's like It kind of reminds you of something of similar to like elephant grass, where it's just getting bigger and bigger in circumference. And I'm like, yeah, we probably need to get that back in check there. Don't know if we're going to use the weed whacker or if we're just going to use the hand trimmers, the shears. But I think we need to do something. Sorry, I've got... Ever since the last round of yarn I did, I keep getting, like, yarn fluff fuzzies in my eyelashes. And I don't understand why. Because I haven't fluffed yarn in, like, 2 days. I don't know where it's coming from. But that sensation of, like, stuff tapping my face from in between my eyelashes is like deeply annoying, and I couldn't ignore it any longer. So, and our allergies have kicked back off again. So yay! And now the outside cat that thinks he lives here is guarding our house from a neighbor's cat, and they were getting into a face-off last night when we went to go try to take a walk, so we had to try to break that shit up. I'm like, neighbor cat, you have food. Why do you keep coming over here to eat? Like, are they not feeding you? Like, what is happening? Like, I don't understand. Why are you over here trying to eat? It's so bizarre. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Alright, so we're almost done this level. Almost. Probably have a couple of more kills to go here. Yeah, we got about a quarter of the bar left, maybe. Something like that. And of course, now my voice is going to turn to shit. Say, of course. Of course. Okay. So we won't have to do a full rotation, I don't think. Probably just part of this loop. But we will find out, won't we? Alright. So Russell showed me a link to a game that's coming out this fall on Steam. Well, I don't know what other platforms it's coming out on, but it's at the very least coming out on Steam for PC. And it's like a horseback riding game where you're trying to restore your family's estate or something. And I want to like it. I do. I was intrigued when he told me about it. Though I'm not real sure about the graphics on it. I don't know. They don't feel like they flow. At least on the video that was on PC Gamer Magazine's website or whatever. The video they had there, I don't know if it's the machine that it was recorded on or if it was the website with all of the ads making the video look shitty. They uploaded the the first video trailer that Steam had on the game. And just, I don't know, like, the horse and rider didn't seem to cohesively fit the background. Something about it just made my eyes feel funny watching it. And I'm like, I don't know if it's the way the shadows were rendering or maybe the graphics were turned down when they were doing the recording of this. I don't know. Something was weird. And I can't put my finger on it, but something just felt weird. But then I decided to see if it was on Steam, and then I saw it on there. And the second trailer looked better than the first trailer. And they had the first trailer on there, and I loaded that up. And I watched that. And there were still some spots where I don't know if it was the shading, on the horse, or maybe lack of shading or shadowing on the horse. I don't know. Something still felt funny in parts of it, but it felt a little better than the first video. I have no idea how much it's gonna be. The fuck was it called? Emerald Valley, I think. They didn't have a price listed yet. I think it said October or November. I hope it has a demo, because that is something I would like to demo to see if I could play it, because it looked interesting. I don't know. I want to like it, I do. But we'll have to see how the graphics look, because that was, I don't know, my eyes just didn't like it. It felt mismatched. It felt like background and character artists were not ever communicating with each other, so they look like completely different art styles with one another. Maybe that's what it is. It was just a little jarring. Oh, is this gonna be our last kill? I don't know. If this one doesn't do it, we'll end up being just shy. It might. Yep, that one did it. Cool. Yay! Level 59, y'all. Level 59 on the Shaman. Okay, I was making sure that Earth Shield didn't end up in the background of that, because I was like, oh, wait. Alright, let's hearth back. We still only ended up with those 4 greens. That's kind of stuff. Alright. Let's do our slash blade. Wow, that's a big time difference between the warrior and the shaman. Like a 4-day difference. WoW challenges, bloodthirsty, tidal soul, resto shaman, dings level 59. Slash blade so far is 8 days, 14 hours, 20 minutes, and 2 seconds. Total kills so far to date on this character gonna be 14,000 124. Alright, so while that is sending off to Twitter, let's go ahead and get the mammoth out. No, I have not repaired at all this level, so we'll see. 15. Okay. Not surprising. Alright, so 209 on the slumber, 114 on the antennas, and then 89, and then 27. So vendor trash came in at 425. And then the couple of greens aren't going to be very much, so 170, so 4, 5, 6, so like under 600. 5 and change. Roughly estimated. Alright, so now Soul Blister. Let's see here. Where, oh where are you? That's a window capture. What is this? Oh, I've got 2 set to that. Alright. What's this one? Oh, that's that one. Huh. Okay. Let's change this to Working Man. Bonus. Working Man. Okay. Who was this? Was this one? Yes. Okay. Grab you, and we'll stick you up there. Okay. Just so you all know that this is not a bloodthirsty challenger. Bloodthirsty challengers. Thank you, Loud Vehicle, for making your presence known in today's stream. Ugh. Alright, so just so you know, this is a working man, not a bloodthirsty. So Soul Blister is a priest, and I have not chosen a spec. She has remained specless. I didn't see the need to take one because after like level 15 I stopped killing stuff and was just gathering. The main reason I did Working Man was that I didn't feel like doing another pacifist because I didn't want to struggle bus to get to level 5 at the time, because I don't think there was any holidays or events going on that would have made it easier. So I just went Working Man and bloodthirstied my way along in gray gear until like level 15. No, until level 5. Then I picked up professions at level 5, and then I like gathered and bloodthirstied my way along until level 15, and then like around level 15 I stopped killing stuff and just went straight to gathering for the duration. And I'm still in my starting gear. I may have replaced my weapon, maybe? Yeah, I think I replaced the weapon, but everything else, the cape, the Fallout cover. I can't remember if I got that off of, maybe I did a couple of quests. I don't remember. I might have done a couple of quests in the starting area. Over there around Nomergon, but that was probably about it. Because I feel like that cape is from one of those quests they make you do. I don't... Yeah, because I've got the bag, so I must have done a couple of quests over there. I just don't remember doing them. It seems so long ago. I have no idea when she hit 10. I don't remember. So, we've got, what, 40% left to go. I've been getting about 2,000 XP per node since I'm rested. So it seems like it's a lot to go still, but it probably won't be too bad. I see that one up there, but there's also some Larians up in that dot area, so we're just gonna keep on going. Not every node is gonna be for us, especially in our squishy attire. Although it feels like we've hit a witching hour where there's no nodes up whatsoever, or very little that we can get, put it that way. The nodes that we can get to easily seem to all be missing. What is happening? Why? Oh, wait. We can get that one. What is that? Oh, Death Blossom. I will say, a couple of days after the auction house, the new auction house came up after all of the patchy things, and I thought it was stable, right? I was like, okay, you know, we can go and post some things. So I posted some things, and a few things sold right away, and I had my like 1,700 pieces of life fruit still. So I put those up, and you know, time vacuum with me and all. I just kind of went about my business and wasn't paying attention. And then it kind of hit me, hey, didn't I have other stuff still up on auction house? I'm like, where's my life fruit? And I'm looking at my mailbox. I'm like, it's not here. I feel like it's been like 24 hours by now, right? Like, when I couldn't remember when I put it up, and I'm like, it has to have been 24 hours by now. Like, legit, it has to have been. Wasn't quite sure what was happening. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I didn't notice and it was set to 48 hours and I wasn't paying attention. Because I didn't want to schlep all the way back to Stormwind. I really didn't, because I was back out here. And, so I was kind of like, well, alright, I guess. And I waited another day. And I still didn't see the life fruit back in my mailbox, and not because I wasn't expecting it to have sold. And I was like, what the hell? Where's my shit? And I think I was gonna give it like one more day or two to see what the hell was going on. Or I got caught up doing something and lost track of time, and I was like, well, alright, I really need to go back to Stormwind to see what this is saying in auction house, to see if it's even still listed as up there or what have you, because I need to know how to word this ticket, because now I'm gonna have to open a ticket. Before I had the chance to go back to Stormwind and open said ticket, Russell goes, oh, hey, look at that. And I was like, what? He goes, auction house is coming down again. They disabled it. And I was like, oh, really? They're still having problems. And he goes, yeah. So we both kind of laughed about it. And like the next day when I went to log into WoW, because I think I was done for the day or something at that point, or I was working on something else, I logged in and Soul Blister had mail, and I was like, what? So her life fruit had come back, so I didn't have to open the ticket. I guess the forced closure of auction house, for whatever they were doing, forced it back to my mailbox out of wherever the hell it had been missing. And I haven't been back to auction house yet to try to relist anything. So I don't know if I'm gonna lose my stuff again to wherever. I guess we'll find out. And yeah, I did just come up this way, but I'm just seeing if anything spawned back in that we can grab. It doesn't look like it. I try not to fly too high out here, because there are hostilely flying things. And I'm basically just following the same or similar path that my pacifist took. So, but I mean, see, we're already at 68%, so we're moving pretty good. It would be faster if the nodes were up. For some reason, there's not that many up that we can get to.
Fridge or?
Just leave it. I'll probably be like a half an hour. It should be fine. What did they end up getting? Sonic from Farmington, or?
Yeah.
Sorry you had to go out again. My dad had to go to the wounds clinic today. For some reason this time they're doing one home visit a week and one office visit a week. And I'm not entirely certain why, because last time it was just 2 home visits a week. Unless it's because the last time when he was on 2 home visits, he ended up getting an infection or something. I don't know. But apparently another wound center in the area closed, so now they're like extra inundated with people. Wasn't that a rich vein? Why did I only get 2 ore out of a rich vein? What? That's dumb. Blizzard. What the fuck? Why did I only get 2 out of a rich vein? I thought it was a rich vein. It was rather large. Did they change the way ore is? Oh, forgot about that fox. I was actually so much in bloodthirsty mode when I hopped on this one a week or 2 ago. In my shitty ass gear, I ran up to a moth and clicked on it and was about to start fighting it before I realized that I'm on a character that probably can't kill it, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, did they lessen ore drops? Because I distinctly remember before hitting large nodes and getting several pieces of ore out of them. Much more than 2. Blizzard. Did you do something that I just wasn't paying attention to? Is it to make up for the fact now that you can sell this shit region-wide? Was this a documented change? Or am I just batshit crazy? Entirely possible that I am batshit crazy. 100%. But something feels weird. Like, what? I could have swore I've gotten... Did they just, like, tone down the chance of it happening? Because I'm only at 22 Rising Glory. And that seems kind of low. No, I'm not going over there. There's invisible foxes over there. They can fox the hell right off. Alright, I think I can get this guy. I'm so confused now. I'm gonna have to do a Google search. And we are done here today. I doubt I'll find what I'm looking for. As it is, I'm having a really hard time finding a specific Full Metal Alchemist fanfiction. Rich veins, not large veins. The rich veins. Let's see how many we get from this. 2. Why only 2? That was a rich vein. I swear they did something. They may have, and I just missed it. It might have been announced. How is that a rich vein to only get 2 ore from it? I'm kind of pissed. What the hell? What the bejesus, Blizzard? Why would you do that? At least give me like 3 or 4. That is not a rich vein. What? No. You're not even out here. You're in Zeth Mortis. I hate this mod, or this add-on so much. So much. Nobody wants to recruit like they used to before. That is one quick way to end up on my ignore list. I actually didn't realize I was not in a guild on this one. This might have been like a change that happened months ago and I just wasn't doing any gathering, so I didn't notice. But I know we were getting multiples before. See, I hate it when they potentially do stuff like this, because then I don't know, is this an actual change? Or has my brain just, like, conjured up something that wasn't actually happening? But I'm pretty sure I was getting more than 2 ore from a rich vein. I could almost see it being a change that came in with regional commodities to slow down how flooded the market is. Like, I could almost see that happening. But I didn't officially see it happening, so I don't know if I'm, you know, if I just missed a news story, which is entirely possible because there's so much Wowhead news on certain days that when the tweets go through on the WoW Challenges Discord, I'm just kind of skimming through them super quick just to make the notification on that channel go away, and sometimes I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, hey. But most of the time, my head is in the sand. Just because I don't have time do sit there and read every single little change. But now I'm like super confused. Great, now I've got something else to obsess over along with this fanfiction that I'm trying to find that I can't remember the name of. I'm trying to get better about bookmarking stuff that I want to come back to and read again. Because I can't remember if it was bad or not. I only remember certain parts of it. And of course, all of the parts that I've remembered trying to put into search engines, I can't find it. Because apparently, I guess that wasn't part of the description. Either that or it's vanished. There was another one that I had wanted to reread. And it's vanished. Like the person took down their account. And it's gone. I'm like, no. And I can't remember where I read it on. I think it was fanfiction.net. And I really don't want to scroll through all 49,000 stories trying to find this again. But I can't remember when I seen it either, so that doesn't help. In the slightest. And I guess I just wasn't paying attention to how much I was getting earlier when I was farming on this character. But I remembered looking at the amounts that I had in my bag. And I remembered thinking, that seems really low. But then I thought, well, maybe it's because I'm rested. And I just didn't need to pick as many. But now, after seeing that Rich Vein give 2 ore, I'm kinda mad. Can I get this?
It's too far away.
And I've not seen any other nodes give anything other than 1. What is happening? So rich lastrite, whatever the fuck it is. 2. This has got to be a change because this is consistently with the rich nodes giving 2. And I dare say at one point I thought I saw the rich nodes giving like 12 or 10. Like, I keep recalling that number up in my brain. And that feels like, you know, a rich ore node. 2? No. Don't insult me. That's insulting. Change the name. That's too close up there. Is my mom outside smoking?
I have no idea.
Smelling something. I just don't know what it is. Kind of smells like wet cigarette butts, or like a wet ashtray. There's not been very many nodes up here today, has there? Hardly any. We must be in a bad node cycle. Because usually there's a few more back here. Very strange. Very strange. So I see this one to the left, right? But there's some hostels back up in that way, and I haven't scouted out that side very much, so I don't know what's really there. So we're gonna skip that one, because it's not worth it. I will say, I do feel like I haven't seen as many farmers out lately. I think I saw one or two out Tuesday, but not like I normally do. I don't know if they are people that have been banned, or if they're just not playing because auction house was being weird. I don't know. Definitely all kinds of strangeness happening. I didn't realize that was a fountain, or like a little pond, a reflecting pool. We'll go with reflecting pool. All the times I've run by there, I hadn't realized there was water in that. So we got like half a bar left. So let's see what we can do here. Let's hope we can hurry up and find some nodes. I'm hungry. My stomach has woken up and it is saying, "Feed me, Seymour." I wonder if that's why there's nothing up. There's nobody out here. So they're not respawning as fast. It's actually pretty quiet on the whole out here at the moment. Not seeing much of anybody. What do we got here? Momo. Is he gurring because he wants goodies, or is he gurring because he wants to go outside? That is the question. I never know with Momo. Alright, looks like we need, what, one more? No, more than one more. Oh, maybe one more now. Ding. Yay. Ding. Okay. Cool, cool. Alright, let's get our photo. I'm not even taller than the grass. Alright, let's hearth back. Yeah, like... what the hell? I feel like that should have been way more Rising Glory. I don't understand. Alright. So, let's do the thing. Alright. So, WoW challenges. Oh, that's not how you spell that. Working Man. Soul Blister. Non Spec Priest. Dings level 54. Slash plate is gonna be 2 days, 9 hours. 11 minutes and 43 seconds. All right, so we'll go ahead and tweet that, and that is going to do it for today's live. I will be back tomorrow for Planet Zoo. Saturday, I will be over on the WoW Challenges Twitch channel. I won't be on, but I will be in their chat. It'll be the 7th anniversary podcast, so come on over. Don't forget to send in your favorite challenge memories from the past 7 years to all of any of the places, whether it be Discord, Twitter, Facebook, email. Today is the last day to get those sent in, though, please. And also, please, if you want to show off your Challenger's fashion ensemble, send that screenshot in as well. Today is the last day for that. And just email that to the show. There is a blog post on the website with all of the details on the parameters for what you need to do. So, and then Sunday and Monday we'll be back to needle felting our current Bob Ross tutorial follow along project. So, until tomorrow, you guys take care of yourselves and have a good one.